Back on this, I nearly said beautiful Focus. Absolutely disgusting 2024 Ford Focus inside. So in the last video, Chris fitted that chassis leg. We bought a front panel rad pack for it. I rebuilt the engine components, alternator, aircon pump, inlet manifold. We got it all running, and you can hear it's running beautiful. It has got a leak on the header tank there, a little crack in it. But I've just topped it up and let it run up a bit and do the battery while we're standing here. I have only just managed to find a front bumper for this. It has been crazy trying to find a bumper because it's 22 to 24 only. And of course this one is a 24 and a 73 and it needs a rear bumper now. So I've got to find one for it. It is a minefield to find parts for these cars. There's certain little numbers on the end that mean certain different things. So on the front one it was SA and it was parking sensors, but no parking sensors in the end, if that makes sense. So I'm actually going to remove this bumper and find out what the numbers are on the back of it before I order. Very straightforward to get the back bumper off. There is just two screws, one either side of those lights. There is little covers covering them up, and then you've got like 4 star drives underneath there, and then one each side in the wheel arch liners, and literally the bumper just pulls off. There's not even any wiring on it, of course, because the number plate is in the tailgate on this one, and there it is off. So just as we expected, no hidden nasties or damage on the rear end of the car. It was purely just the bumper. And I've left that bumper so you can see the sun's coming down on it. It's all starting to pop out, but of course, I'll say it's toast. It would take hours and hours of work to repair that crack. Get all this, you can see it all clips back in and then repair it. But I've just got the part number off the back of it. You can see I've cleaned it up there. And if you check that part number, which is JXB 17906A1, and you stick that actually into eBay, it's an early shape back bumper, so it's from 18 to 25. But every one of them that's advertised actually says 18 to 22, and then this car's of course 22 to 25, but it's exactly the same part number. I've looked, Chris has looked, it's the same bumper. So this has obviously just got different grills on it. It's nice though that it is the same, and I've just put that part number into eBay, and there's one really local, so I've messaged the guy actually in Sittingbourne where we are. I've messaged him saying, can this be collected today? So I guess I'll just wait to hear back from him, and then hopefully we can send this patchwork quilt off to the paint shop. I'm going to say on these Ford Focuses, beggars seriously can't be choosers. It has been so difficult to get the bits, but of course as soon as I got that part number, this was advertised on eBay locally. Yeah. Ford Spares, yeah. Kent.
Literally less than 5 miles away.
5 miles away. So I bought this off a young lad who sells a few bumpers. I'll put his eBay link in the description actually. And he done us a great price on this, 80 quid.
Yeah.
Everyone else wanted 120 for them. It's got 2 little tiny marks in it. It's obviously come off of a crashed car, but it's the perfect one for our car. Advertised as 18 to 22, but would you believe the back bumpers are the same?
Well,
so if that's the only damage we got, Chris is just going to do a little bit of prep work to that now, get some primer on it, and that car is completely ready to go off for paint.
It is, yeah.
That's another one, mate. We've got them flying back now from the paint shop.
Well, hopefully next week we'll have them lined up.
Putting them back together.
Yeah.
Right, let's carry on. Just a very, very small repair there. All done, and a little tiny bit of primer just on the repair, because Smarts this is going to, this one, because we've already got 2 down at Reclamet. So this will go off to Smarts. They're going to do that rear bumper and the front bumper. I don't know if I've previously mentioned it earlier in this video, but the grills for these bumpers are 150 quid second hand. The front bumpers, if you can find one that's half decent, is 200 quid.
Yep.
And they was doing a special offer. I know we don't do the numbers yet, but do you remember when we saying about the promo code? That was on there for about 300 and something quid. There was a promo code for $49.99 and then another one for, so that was 200 quid delivered, that front bumper, and it come with a grill and it's already been repaired. Anyway, straight on the back of the truck, off to Smarts it goes. We'll see it when it gets back.
Yeah, brilliant.
Go mate, another one back from the paint shop.
Yep.
I think there's only, we've got nothing outstanding.
No, we've just got to refresh our memory now.
of how it all goes back together.
How it all goes back together, mate.
The front bumper was pretty much complete when it went, and I bought it pretty much complete. So we've got all the grills to put back in that. We've got a nice new grill for here. You got the badges to cut off the old wings and try and line up.
Yeah.
And of course we got to build up all of that back bumper as well, because that's been painted as well, hasn't it?
That's it, mate.
Should we bring it straight in then?
Yeah,
Or do you want to take the front bumper off out here, bring it in?
I guess we probably could take it off here. I doubt it's held on with much. Wire ties.
A couple of wire ties.
Yeah, let's take it off. I've got a stand ready.
Yeah, and then we'll start building that up, and then we can get the car on the ramp and get on with that, yeah?
That's it, mate.
Let's get on with it. It'd be nice to have this one completely wrapped up. It's exciting times when you start bringing the panels in to build them up. So we're building up this front bumper using all of our original parts, the parts that come with the new bumper that we got, and we was hoping that we wouldn't have to buy any more, but quite quickly here we realised, or I realised, there was actually a break in the bottom of the lower grille, and then also one of the little fog light bezels was missing. We did buy a new one, and we'll get into that in the numbers, how cheap it was compared to a second-hand one, but we're going to need to leave that just for a moment.
I'll buy some.
Parts manager messed up again.
Parts manager.
I didn't mess up, to be fair. I looked at the front bumper, yeah, I messed up. When I took the front bumper apart, this looked fine. And I think you would agree.
It does look
when
fine.
You just look at that,
it
does look fine. Yeah, look.
Oh, look at that.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
And then down this end, there was another one. You see that crack in it there, Chris?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, we ain't putting a 24 reg car back together.
I can see all of them are broke, aren't they? Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't realise it was that bad. And then this, obviously goes into the front bumper with just push fits, these.
Yep.
Which is this end.
Yep.
Goes in, and then these ones are ripped off the front panel. And again, I never noticed them.
Right.
Now, I just thought, well, that's only going to be cheap. It goes, that actually fits to there. And guess what? They're fitted to it, they come with it.
Right, okay.
Which is unbelievable.
And they go to the splashes,
They go to the splashes.
Yeah.
So that was quite expensive, but it's on order, Parts Plus. Everything is going to be here in the morning. So we're going to have to abandon...
It's not too bad then, is it?
No, we're going to have to abandon the front bumper though.
Yep.
And build up the back bumper.
Yeah, I've brought it in, so that's a 5-minute job though, isn't it?
It is, but the good thing is with this back bumper, we never touched it and we never stripped anything off of it.
No.
So that when that, of course, that new one that we got, we can just now put all of this on it. So I guess let's move on to build up the back bumper while we're waiting for them parts.
Sounds like a plan.
So moving on to the back bumper, Chris starts stripping the old one there. It's got PDCs, little wiring loom, and I noticed that it was actually all still blue inside and it didn't look very good. So I actually went round, give that a quick coat of paint on the inside just to cover up all of the blue, while Chris stripped out the original rear bumper. We're using, again, everything from our original bumper. There was no damage on that bottom valance, but we was missing one little reflector. But we're going to order that from Parts Plus. And again, quite surprising at how reasonably priced that was from Parts Plus. Reflector, grille, and that lower valance piece. That is the rear bumper all completely back together and ready to fit on the car. And of course, I've now got the front lower grille, the front lower valance with those bottom splash bits. We're going to fit them in the front bumper. Chris is just doing 2 headlight lug repairs. The headlights we got from Eddie are absolutely beautiful, but the inner lugs are broken off them. But again, they come with the holes, and Ford sell the lug kit. So I bought those over there. They even come with the screws.
That's right.
Chris is going to
quite
fit
straightforward, and that's that one. If that's broken off, but ours isn't, is it?
No.
So
Did you have to cut a bit off of this?
No, that's where it's. I think they're almost made to snap, aren't they?
To
Look,
shear off.
See that one?
Yeah.
Now they've got like a fault line through there already, haven't they? So I guess that makes repairing them really easy because they snap there rather than somewhere else.
Yeah. And then it makes them repairable.
Yeah, it makes them repairable.
So not even anything really to clean off there much.
No.
We'll let Chris continue doing that. I'm going to chuck the front bumper up here, finish building that up with the new parts, and then I guess we'll pull the car in and start lining it up and piecing it together.
That's it, mate. Yeah.
But so far, so good, and I don't think it's going to be long. This one's going to be back on the road. So both of us at it here. Of course, now I have all of the grills from Parts Plus. again, reasonably priced, and we'll get into that in the numbers, but I'm going to place them lower grills in. Luckily, we managed to build up everything we had, and then that goes in after. But in the background there, Chris is actually doing the headlight lug repairs, and you know, he's done them time and time again. And most of these headlights are now designed, they come with the bolt holes, so that if the lugs break, I think they're actually designed to break, you can just bolt on new headlight lugs, and they'll quite easily break off again. They have that weak point through them. It's crazy because in that random piece of time lapse, we both cracked on and we're ready.
Yeah, mate.
Both headlights completely repaired, ready to go back in the car.
You barely tell, look. They're lovely, aren't they?
Yeah, you can't tell. You can't tell that's been replaced. No. And you certainly can't look underneath it.
No.
So that's both headlights, all done. Front bumper, all completely finished. All the parking sensors, covers, everything, all built up and back together. Back bumper's over there. What's the plan?
Well, if we get it, if you drive it in, we'll get it up in the air while I'm take the wheels off and start fitting the front up. We've got to pick headlight, we've got to pick number plates up.
Oh yeah, I'll go and grab them.
And grab a coffee, I suppose, mate.
Definitely.
Sounds
that
like
front end, just to add, when we sent that to the paint shop, it was panelled up. It was all dead straight. Yeah. But of course, I had to remove everything.
That's right.
To get the car. To get it all painted inside and out, the hinges needed doing, so we're going to have to go through that whole process again. But of course, this is the final fit. Yeah. We want it absolutely bang on anyway.
That's right.
Right, let's get it in here for Chris so he can make a start on it. So I popped out here to actually get some bits and left Chris, and I thought I was going to have to line up the bonnet and the wings with him when I got back, but he actually managed to do it himself, which was moving the hinges, moving the bonnet, moving both of the wings, of course, because they was removed during the process of having them painted, because they needed doing inside and out. They was bright red and the hinges were bright yellow. Well, I quickly whipped out to grab a couple of bits then. Chris said, I'm just going to do a couple of little bits, but do you know what? He didn't just do a couple of little bits. He completely lined up the whole front end single-handedly. Not sure how he done that bonnet, I'm not even going to ask, but
no, just
must have been a struggle.
Bit of tweaking.
Both wings on there, headlights in, all as well. Let me just, I noticed.
Oh yeah,
when we
all
open the
plugged
door,
in, yeah.
They all light up and they look amazing. We have checked through them. All the sound deadening pads are back in, washer bottles back in. Scuttle, everything. Yeah. Oh yes, so it is.
Yeah.
We are ready to try on that front bumper, I think. And this happens regardless. This car was hit high up, it smashed everything, including the inlet manifold and everything off top of the engine. And as soon as I got back, Chris said, I found another bit of plastic, and it's on the old front panel, and it actually bolts here, and it goes, and it's obviously like an infill, tidy up dressing panel. And that was broke as well. So all these little bits, we have to get them. Coolant tank. We noticed that's got a little crack in it. We need to grab one of those. It's all like last minute stuff, but we're going to get this one done. You ready to try on that bumper?
Yeah, let's offer it on and see where we're at, mate.
Offer it on. Once it's on there, we ain't taking it back
hopefully, yeah.
Let's do it. So they did say, let's try the bumper on for a test fit here, but I think we know. There's no testing needed. That bumper's gone on there and it is getting bolted on. Just down once with the bonnet, check the line across the front. Once we've got the bumper pushed up to where we want it, up with the bonnet and in with all of the bolts that hold that front bumper on, we can move on to the arch liners and test the lights. Chris, we're running out of projects.
We are, mate, we are.
Do you know what? It is so difficult to work on a black car in a workshop. It just really doesn't show that well.
No.
But I'll tell you what does show. That car looks absolutely incredible. I do want to try and find a picture of it when we first got this one, and if I do find it, I will include it. But what an absolute transformation. And again, it's another one, I think, right place, right time. Bit of searching, bit of research, and we managed to get the bits right on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go round that way because we've got one car left out in the background that you haven't seen. Well, there's actually a couple here. But we are ready now to fit on that rear bumper.
Yes, mate.
And that should be quite easy because it's got one plug, 2 bolts, and a couple of little bolts underneath.
Yep, that's it.
I'll get it out and we get it on, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do it. So back bumper, again, exactly the same process of taking it off. You can see just where Chris is working there, there's a screw just by the light. There's a screw the other side, there's 4 underneath there, and then there's 1 each side in the wheel arch liners. And it is so easy to put on. I think there's 1 rear fog light there that you just plug in. I've plugged the computer in it as well, just going to do a code scan because there's still a lot of codes in this car. Of course, it's had a flat battery, the airbags was deployed, and of course the engine had quite a lot of damage on the front of it. So let's get those cleared down. So as usual, like with any of our builds, especially now we are going to be coming to an end with this one, we want to be completely transparent and show you that this 2024 Ford Focus, odometer all clear, financial and legal all clear, and then damage there clearly highlighted in yellow. 1 ownership found. This is a 1 owner vehicle, and you would expect that on a 2024. Let's go straight to the damage section. We found 1 record of this vehicle was marked as an insurance write-off, and scrolling just a little bit down, it says actually there, written off, repairable, structural, category S. Now also on the Carvertical check, you get your market values, your emissions, your specs, your ownership, of course your handy little timeline. This one will be interesting, 3 records found. Your manufacturer's date, your first registration 01/24. Your written off date 10/24. This vehicle was only on the road 9 months, but still managed to cover nearly 16,000 miles. I want to thank Carvertical for the continued support on the channel. To benefit from a nice little discount off your check, of course you can hit the link in the description where it will automatically divert you to Carvertical and include your discount. Or you can use the code that's been displayed up on screen in any browser. Before I spin round on that car, mate, I will lift my hat to you once again. What an absolutely incredible transformation, mate. Well done.
Yeah, so quite a simple repair though, really.
Come on. Engine out, chassis leg.
Yeah, I know.
Simple for you,
but it's like, you know, nothing overly complicated, let's put it that way. And we've put it all back together. You've put the scanner on it, and there's no code.
There's no codes apart from a flat tyre.
Yeah, so that's what we
like.
One. Well, we've had a run lately of no end of.
Yeah.
You put them back together and there's fault codes galore, isn't there?
Like
that
parking sensor issue on that is
Fiat 600, the BMWs.
Yeah.
Just headache, aren't they?
They are a headache, yeah.
But yeah, a lot simpler.
So the Fiat 600 video is coming very, very soon. Unfortunately, we had a bit of a setback with that, but that little car, I'm not going to show it too much. It is still needs a really, really good clean, and it is disgusting inside, even though we did give it a bit of a clean. But look at that car all back.
We kind of think that car's had 9 months use.
It has had 9 months
Registered
use.
in January 24.
I'll chuck the Carvertical in now. And as you can see, registered January 24, written off at the end of 24, which is, 9 months use, but done 15,000 miles.
Yeah.
It is an ex-disability vehicle. I'll just see that on the V5. It did come from someone disabled, unfortunately. I hope they got a new car, but mate, it's over to me now, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I'm going to put some tools away.
Alignment.
And you're going through,
balancing, possibly a couple of tyres.
Valid.
Yeah,
and we're crunching numbers then.
Yeah, you've got a lot of work there to do, mate. It's been quite a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, another one, isn't it?
Right, let's get it over and get it sorted. It's always good news when I've driven to A2 tyres and every single light has gone out on this car. Obviously the handbrake light's back on now and I've taken my seatbelt off. But apart from that, even all the flat tyre light went off on it. Let's get it in, get all the tyres checked, tracking, balancing, aircon regassed, ADAS calibrated, and get back to the yard and crunch the numbers. Everybody's favourite part, we're at the car wash. Watch this car come up. It is like new, but it is anyway, isn't it? What I am going to say, I know we mentioned Jenny Chem quite a lot and they do sponsor the channel, but this the wax that they spray on, the ceramic wax, you see, you sprayed it on there. As soon as they hit it with the water, it just falls off. Link in the description. Like, what a car.
Drive nice?
Oh, it drives absolutely, I mean, bang on. And the tracking, this front wheel was just slightly out.
Was it?
That was it.
That's good, isn't it?
This front tyre had 3 nails in it.
Did it?
That front tyre had 1 nail
We
in
knew
it.
it had a little slow punch.
We knew it. Both of the back tyres were absolutely fine, but you've probably noticed I had a pair of tyres put on it.
Yeah.
But
Worth it, isn't it?
because they're like Michelin's,
Yeah.
the one with one screw in it, I actually had it repaired, Chris,
Oh,
and
right.
I've bought it back. It's
Yeah.
a good runner.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
235 40
18 inch.
18.
Yeah, we use
so
that.
an expensive tyre.
Yeah.
But I said, can you go the extra mile on it? And they had an hour on it.
Yeah.
I think a 24 reg car, them carpets are going to come out. We're going to jet wash them, let them dry.
Those mats, yeah.
But look at all the dashboard, the seats, the
Yeah.
door panels, the
Yeah.
A-posts.
Yeah.
They've done it and made it all very, very nice.
Yeah.
Look how lovely that looks. That's how it should look, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah, proper car. Not one warning light, apart from that door being open.
Yeah.
Vehicle is on,
Yeah.
but everything is off, Chris.
Lovely.
And it genuinely drives
Does it?
absolutely perfect.
Good.
What time is it, mate?
It is. I don't know where.
Crunch the numbers
It is
time.
crunch the numbers time.
But it's late.
It is gone 6
It's
o'clock.
gone
so
6
It's
o'clock.
going to be a quickie.
It is going to be a quick one. Let's get inside and crunch them numbers. I'm going to take that home tonight.
Nice.
Just finishing off there. And it has been a really, really long week because this video was tomorrow's my birthday.
It is, mate. Happy birthday.
You'll be watching the video probably a week after that. It has been such a busy week here. We don't tend to date stamp things, but we managed to get the Alpina video done before this one, and we managed to get another video done, which I don't want to mention again in case we don't know what order they go out at. But I think Chris has pretty much done the numbers now. He's just working out what we're going to end up with a pre-tax profit, and then you're good to go.
Good to go, mate.
Do you want to do the numbers, mate?
Can do.
You can do them a bit quicker than me.
Yeah, I've had to scribble a little bit. We're a bit busy. Right, we've got
matter.
a purchase price. That car was from Copart.
Cheap when you buy it. It was cheap when you bought it.
£3,050 plus fees.
Bargain.
That came out at 3672.80 out the door. And our friends at Replinet picked that up for us, which was very good of them, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. They was coming this way.
Yeah, so we got subframe, £80, chassis leg, £100, front panel radiators, wings and bonnet, and I think there's a few other little bits of plastic, £1,000.
That's right, yeah.
Front bumper, £200. Headlights from our friend Eddie,
Yeah.
which
We'll have to
brilliant.
sort him out Christmas, but
We will,
yeah, he hasn't
yeah.
charged me for
He
them.
hasn't. Then you got quite a few bits for the engine. So inlet manifold, belt tensioner, alternator, pipes, £300. Engine mount or gearbox mount, £39.85. Airbags, dash, seat belts.
Huge thank you to Airbag Service. Of course, that was a sponsored video, that one, and they supplied and fitted that for us.
So
if you need any airbags doing whatsoever, there's a link for those guys in the description down below.
Then we got front bumper trims. Now I've been through all the invoices while you was out, Rob. I've got 44.87, 18.31, and 121.24.
Yeah.
All bits relating to the front bumper. Rear reflector for the rear bumper, £10.25.
Fantastic.
Rear bumper, £180.
Yeah, it was from that young lad Ben, local.
was, yeah.
So we'll put a link for his eBay page in the description as well, because he does quite a few late Ford parts.
Yep. Then we've got that lower front grille for the front bumper, which I think you pointed out in the video earlier.
did, yeah.
£43.08. Then a lower front deflector panel,
Yeah.
£166.46. I think you pointed that out
I
as
did
well.
indeed, yeah.
Then we've got two headlight repair kits. Don't know why they're different prices, but £26.55 and £26.11. Then we've got coolant expansion tank, £54.78.
Yeah.
Coolant, £20.40p.
Had to have a special hybrid coolant in that car.
Yeah.
No idea why.
Set of number plates, £20. Aircon pipe from eBay, £45. Windscreen and Liam to fit that windscreen, £240. Then we got paint at £960. Wheel refurb at £260. Our paint and materials for me doing the chassis
Yeah,
leg.
of
You went and
course,
got
yeah.
some paint, £80. And then we got the tyres, the alignment and the aircon you've just had done, £280. And there's one other thing I haven't put on there is the valet.
Oh, right, that was £30.
Valet.
And it's probably worth mentioning, even after we do these numbers, we do have sort of a £250 to £300 contingency all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's any little bits that need picking up on, like we did in that 2 Series BMW,
Yeah.
we've had to buy 2 wheel bearings
We have,
for that.
yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of it. But what have we got total, mate?
Right, so that comes to a grand total of £7,989.71p.
Wow.
A lot of car for the money.
A lot of car for under £8,000.
Yeah.
Now I, as usual, just have a quick look through. People say, why don't you look on Auto Trader? Because I just look on eBay. It's easy to look on my phone. And I went cheapest first, £20,000. They go from 20 up to £25,000.
Yeah, surprised by that.
So I
Because
thought-
we sometimes look at the Copart valuation
Yeah.
and think a
Yeah.
bit unrealistic.
We cringe a bit, to be honest,
but,
sometimes.
But on that occasion, they were right.
Pretty close, yeah.
So
What are we going to ask for it?
So bearing in mind that we're going to ask 14.5. Cheap car.
That's a lot of profit, but it's a very, very cheap car.
It is.
A very cheap
That
car.
is well behind trade money.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well behind trade money. So, and that will give us a pre-tax profit of £6,510.29p, which is...
We've had that car a long time. I'm not going to lie, that tested me getting the parts for it. That front bumper was a nightmare to get.
I know.
And everything about it was awkward to get because other people were trying to get it. So I had to pay a premium for everything.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, but
we've
we
still
still
come
come out
out.
like that.
We have.
I'm absolutely made up with that. Guys, let us know in the comment section down below, what do you think of that? And of course, if you're interested in that car, very, very soon it is going to pop up on Instagram. And as soon as you see that post go out, if you want to buy that car, you need to email me, sales, S-I-U-K, @gmail.com, include your telephone number, and I will call you back in the order they come in until that one's gone. If you have not following us on our other socials, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, the links for all of them are in the description down below. Anything to add, mate?
Happy birthday tomorrow, Rob.
Thank you.
You're going to have a day off,
I'm
aren't you?
going to have a day off, but I think this video will probably be a week later. So
Yeah.
Anyway, hope you all enjoyed it. We'll look forward to seeing you next week in the next one. We got some wicked videos coming up, and we got some great stuff on the way. We'll look forward to seeing you all then. Right.
That's it,
all
mate.
done?
No joke.
No joke, Chris. No joke. I'm going home.
Yep.